Hello Virgo, and welcome to your October monthly video horoscope. What a powerful month in astrology October is. We've got a lunar eclipse that forms part of a Grand Trine, a very powerful aspect that involves Jupiter, Mars, and Uranus. More on what that actually is in a moment, but let's talk a little bit about what's going on for you. I know that probably for the last several months you've been dealing with a relationship that is just seemed to have reached its sell-by date. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a personal relationship or an intimate relationship. It can be a friendship. It can be your connection with your boss. But it's just reached a point where there's an impasse. And for a long time you've been looking for things to really move on, but it just hasn't really had an opportunity to do so. Now, this month, there is actually the potential for the chains to be cut and for you to have the freedom and the release that you have been longing for a very long time, and also to reclaim a larger degree of your personal power. Let's talk about this Grand Trine. A trine itself is an angle of 120 degrees between two planets or two sets of planets, and it's an angle of ease. What that means is that the planets are working in harmony with each other in order to create change. Now, occasionally you get a configuration where there are three sets of planets involved in such a configuration, and it quite literally forms a triangle in the sky, and this is called a Grand Trine. And one point of this triangle is going to be the lunar eclipse, and that's very powerful energy in terms of your future. As a matter of fact, it's a good idea to define your path. Decide in which direction you want to go from here on in. Now, the thing is maybe we should go a little bit more into this Grand Trine energy before I go to the next point. This Grand Trine actually will be taking place in the areas of your chart that are called the moksha houses. Moksha means liberation. And generally what's involved in the process are some very deep feelings that prompt the individual to make a change, to finally release themselves from something. Okay? Now, on your part, this involves a rather deep emotional process. And it's going to require some willingness on your part to go into some areas which you have perhaps been hiding from your own self or from your own fears on. You're going to likely have to confront those fears and confront those challenges. I want to tell you that anytime you face that vulnerability and go through a time of looking at the spaces that you're in, places where there are let's use the analogy, the things that go bump in the night, the fear, the sadness, the concept of being alone, the insecurity about being able to handle things separate from whatever connection this might be for you. You're going to have to confront that. And through confronting that, there's going to be a lot of personal power bestowed upon you, profound personal power. And things will no longer be hanging in a state of limbo. You have to make a decisive step forward. And that step is for your benefit because you'll be placing much deeper trust in yourself and in your abilities and in your skills. So don't give in to the fear. Instead, step bravely forward into a confident new future for you. It's yours on offer. You just have to claim it by setting yourself free of whatever connection this is. Again, it could be a connection with your boss. It could be a friendship that is no longer a good person to be around, or it could actually be a relationship. Now is the time to make the change, and the astrology supports that. If you'd like to take a deeper look at what this means in terms of your personal astrology, because hey, there's much more to our chart than just our sun sign, I do offer a vast range of astrological services, if you'll notice in the upper corner of the screen. I do personal consultations, which are offered by web conference, where I'm able to share your chart with you over the internet. And all of it gets recorded to a video so that you can go back and watch it over and over again. You can ask me questions along the way because we'll be interacting. I also offer written reports in addition to in-depth personalized video reports, where I focus on a couple of key points in your chart for about a half hour record that information for you. All of these are available through the astrological services section of my website. If you haven't done so yet, I recommend subscribing to my YouTube page. That way, anytime I release something new on YouTube, you'll have immediate access to it. Thanks a lot for watching, Virgo. Until next time, I do hope that you'll take very good care of yourself.